Daniel Connor will be looking to have a healthy position at the end of this race as he lost out in the first heat. Here we go now. So it's Daniel Connor's got the good jump. Oh, it's a big crash.
Oh, there's two crashes there.
So we've got Thomas Emerson's Sodi Kart.
And Connor's come away with the lead there ahead of Matthew Kinsman and then CJ Sinclair. But a whole heap of guys lost out there.
Yes, Daniel Kingsman was also lucky to come away from there. He was involved but managed to just scrape through. So the race order, we've got Daniel Connor, Matthew Kingsman, CJ Sinclair, Matty Wise, Daniel Kingsman. And then I think that's Brad Still, I just see on the corner of my eye.
So not the start that those boys would have wanted. But Connor's got away to a lead. Yellow flag still into turn one.
So there's a big bunch there.
And Matty Wise has come right up from the ninth position. He's now into fourth spot. So he'll be happy with that.
Our lady racer Olivia Yardley also doing a fantastic job in the number 4 kart. So into the 6th position now,
and
Olivia is.
Like Matthew Kinsman's got past Daniel Connor for the lead. Sinclair will now be putting the pressure on Connor for second.
Correct. No, but does Daniel pull out? Oh, he has a little look. CJ's right on, so Daniel's going to be really careful about CJ having a look.
In the meantime,
Daniel Kingston's
got past Matty Wise there, who's dropped off.
Yeah, so Daniel's been released now. So Daniel looking pretty racy in that 4th position, catching the front 3.
Just seen Nathan Reed's lost his nose cone there somewhere, so he'll be retiring early.
Unfortunate mishap for him. If we look at the times, the last lap looked like Daniel Kingsman was definitely the fastest.
Connor's
So
right
Matthew
on the back of him.
still in the lead, followed by Daniel Connor, CJ Sinclair. Those 3 you could throw a blanket over. Then it's Daniel Kingsman and Matty Wise. Daniel Kingsman definitely catching the leaders now, I feel. Same with Matty Wise. Took a while to get going. But if the front 3 start to battle, Daniel and Matthew are going to be right on them. Olivia Yardley also, and James Penrose.
There's a change to the lead as well, and that looks like Sinclair's got through.
And Daniel's got through to 3rd. So they must have had a go at each other, which has caused them to be slow around a corner. Therefore, Daniel and Matty's caught up now. It's going to be an interesting race. CJ's in the lead, followed by Daniel Connor, Daniel Kingsman, Matthew Kingsman.
So Matthew's lost out massively there.
He has. Matty Wise catching there. Olivia Yardley and James Penrose also catching. Very impressive to see Olivia up there and running competitively. Oh, Daniel made a big mistake there. And now he's in the clutches of Matty Wise.
The two brothers will be going at it hammer and tong.
So CJ, Kingsman brothers.
And Daniel's tucking his head down. He really wants to get that lead.
Yeah, Daniel looks quick here, doesn't he?
He's
nice smooth driver, old Daniel. Been very impressive, CJ. He's recently moved teams and he's really performing here with the WKS team.
It's been a Kinsman and Connor dominated class.
It has.
Class, so it's good to see Sinclair breaking through. Daniel's really putting the pressure on him.
Daniel's kart's definitely looking to come on in this later stage of the heat. So yeah, Daniel was 4 tenths quicker than CJ. So in that last lap, here's Daniel. Is Daniel going to pull out? No, he doesn't. Daniel's putting the pressure on CJ now. Then we've got Matthew that has recovered now. Daniel Connor, Matty Wise. Olivia Yardley though, pulling in Matty Wise.
Holding her.
James Penrose going with her. And then we've got a bit of a gap back to James Blair. It looks like Daniel Burglar and Chris Cox. So they're the sort of the second pack in this race.
They'll be wanting to be a bit further up. Certainly Chris Cox should be right up the front there.
Interesting to see Matthew now has come back on strong. So it's either CJ gripping up or Matthew's getting quicker.
And they're on their last lap now, so
CJ did a bit of a defensive move in here, so it'll be interesting to see how he comes off that corner. He comes off it fine. So it's CJ followed by the Kingston brothers. Then Daniel Connors dropped back a bit. Madison Wise, Olivia Yardley and James Penrose are in a group behind them all. I think Daniel Kingsman dropped back to third there. Matthew must have put a lunge on his brother. I'm not sure. Just looking to see the lead, and it's going to be CJ from Matthew. So I'm not sure what happened to Daniel there in that last couple of laps. So the results for the Heat 2 of Rotax Max Light: CJ Sinclair, Matthew Kingsman, Daniel Connor, Madison Wise, Olivia Yardley, James Penrose, James Blair, Daniel Burglar, Chris Cox, and that rounds up your top 10. So very close racing there, and very interesting to see the tactics.
Yeah, really impressive result there for Olivia Yardley to hold off James Penrose. He's won a whole bunch of national titles before, so that's a really good performance from her.